The King Wango. We're celebrating on the 5th. He celebrated on the 5th. Getting into Radio Market. We can take a quick break and come back, so stick and stay.
This Valentine's Day, give the gift of relaxation with Valentine's vouchers from the Chop Shop Salon and Spa. Vouchers are available for sale from February 1st to February 15th and are valid until March 31st. And remember, all prices are VAT inclusive. Choose from our indulgent couples packages, a 45-minute couples body massage for $200. The second location is across from the Marriott in the Royal St. Kitts Hotel, Frigate Bay, and the third location is in Nevis, next to Horsford's Supermarket. WhatsApp 869-667-7243 to make appointments. Chop Shop, where love meets relaxation.
Radio Market. Welcome to Radio Market. As I say, good morning to my co-host.
Good morning.
Okay, let's go again because I think I had the looking at my mics. Okay, let's go again. I know I had it on point just so we know. Hope it ain't go off the track here. Let me go again. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, now we're talking. Yeah. That is so good. Yes. Good morning.
Yep.
And welcome to Radio Market. And with us this morning, we have a guest in studio with us this morning. So I'm going to let him introduce himself as we get into Radio Market. So let the listening public know who you are.
I'm Santroy Barrett. Some of you might know me and some you might not. A music ambassador for the last almost 50 years, or as a matter of fact, just around 50 years. Of Grandestru fame, Elimat and the GI Brass fame. I'm a trombonist, an accomplished musician, composer. And later on, the fame of Arrow, the king of soca, and the mighty Sparrow, the king of the world. I'm back home in Nevis right now, a whole month. I live in Nevis, I live in St. Kitts. I'm here, and I'm here to stay.
Hi, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, here. Yeah. Yes. So it's Radio Market, and we are encouraging you to call Awi, and sell. Okay, we know that there are persons who always want somewhere to live.
Yep.
You know, and I've been hearing some about apartments and some, but people need to call in. And if you have anything at home that you don't have any use for, or Christmas just gone, people don't buy new
New stuff.
stuff.
Yep.
So if you have anything that is working, don't sell nobody nothing what ain't good. Sell them something that is good,
No, you could give away.
right? Or it's up to you. You can give away. You can offer.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's what we do it here on Radio Market, and then we also have our little chats where we just talk about little things. We explore the history of the federation, etc.
Go a little
So,
reminiscing.
We reminisce and we talk about the good old days of yesteryear, which I will not trade.
Right.
I will not give up.
But you're willing to share.
But I'm willing to share. So,
Yeah.
well, Wanga's birthday was on Thursday.
That is correct.
So I see we have Santoy in with us, and he has a flute or a fife.
Five, that's right.
So maybe you could play Happy Birthday to Wanga, you think?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, let me hear you.
I promised him I'll play Happy Birthday to him.
Okay.
And by the way, if there are anyone in the audience who doesn't know what a fife is, the fife is the lead and one of the primary instruments of the string band music, which is renowned here in the Federation of St. Kitts and Nevis, and also the big drum music, which is the accompanying music for the masquerade. This is it. Happy birthday to Wanga, brother.
Thank you, brother.
Yes.
I wish you
Happy belated.
optimal health. I
It's
wish
your
you
birthday still.
success.
Thank
and,
you.
Great everything.
Thank you, my brother.
All right, here's my gift to you. Happy birthday.
Thank you, man.
Yes, I.
Thank you, man.
Yeah. Okay. Well, my first question for you is why do you always end? You find the string band, even with no, the drum is different, the music, but you see how you ended?
Slightly
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da.
Right,
Why
right.
do you end like that?
That's a very, very good question. Actually, that in the early 1900s when string bands started becoming popular in these parts. As a matter of fact, what really happened is that in the 1800s and early 1900s, a lot of our forebears went to the Spanish-speaking colonies like Santo Domingo, Panama. My great-grandfather, Johnny Barrett, who was a blacksmith, worked on the Panama Canal for a lot of years. And when they came back, that generation, they brought back the instruments and the actual way of playing the instruments and the whole culture around the string band. And this is a Spanish-originated thing, that ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-ba-da.
Okay.
It just came out of the Spanish territory and it just stuck.
Okay.
And now, so it has become
A part of
tradition.
Right.
Yeah, tradition. Now, there's a slight difference between the ending of the string band. The string band is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, 1, 1, right?
Okay.
Ba-ba-da-ba-da, ba-da-ba. But the masquerade is a little different.
Yes.
The masquerade, whereas the string band is. The masquerade is.
Yes, yes.
Ending. You have other things, so maybe you may want the other parts, important parts of the string band music. So maybe later on you may want to ask me about that. You have the thrill, which is a high-pitched song.
Okay.
Thrill, and you have things like the turnaround, which is to go into a montuna or an opus. An opus is a part of the music that is not of the original music, a part stuck in there by the composer. And this would be the turnaround. So it's this part. Basically, it's just it.
Okay.
That's the turnaround.
Okay.
Right?
Okay. I mean, Boyak is a fifer,
Yeah.
But
Yeah, Dennis. Yeah.
I just want to add one more thing. I was too tired and I got home almost a month ago to really take part in much of the festivities.
Okay.
But I played for the last 2 days, the Parade of Trooper Bands, and the last lap, I played fife with a masquerade group.
Okay.
And I was a little bit disappointed. I wanted to see more
People.
fifers.
Okay.
Yeah, fifers.
Because, you know, I have to give a lot of credit to the Honorable Jacinth Henry Martin for orchestrating that program, that revival of the masquerade and the big drum. But as I've told her, I've spoken at length with her many years ago on the phone, and I said it was incomplete because the masquerade accompaniment, which is the drum, is not just the big drum, which is called the bull drum, and the improvisational drum that looked like a snare, that's called the kettle drum.
Yeah.
That's not it at all. What our ancestors left was the fife, which is the lead instrument, the instrument that dictates the different moves, the beginning and the ending of the performance.
Yeah.
So it was a fife, the kettle drum, and the bull drum. And I said that what we have right now is a misrepresentative of our, it is misrepresentative of what our ancestors left. And we are to correct it. Train young fifers. I believe the fact that we have hardly any young fifers is because you haven't had competent people to train. And the few that they had who could have trained them decided they're not going to train anybody. You know. But I'm here now. I train fifers. The 1 or 2 fifers in Nevis, I train them. And I played the fife on the road, and I met one young fifer. I think his last name is Blake. Blake, if you're out there listening, hail up to you. I don't remember his first name, and I have it in one of my phones. And he was telling me, yes, Mr. Barrett, we know who you are. We appreciate your example you've set. And I was saying, I don't have the power to play with this noise. I got to build back up the power to play masquerade. Or masquerade fife really is different
takes a toll,
to string band fife and any other fife. You have to have gusto, the masquerade, and to really prevail over those drums. So I was glad to see at least one fifer. From time to time I tune into YouTube and I see and there's another young fifer, but I don't know who he is. We need to train the young fifers so that this tradition, this heritage that our ancestors left for us could be carried on, could be prolonged, could be meaningfully preserved. And I want to say, and I said this a little later because I've said it a mouthful already, that the masquerade music and the string band music was not created by our brilliant ancestors just for entertainment purposes. There's a lot more to it than that. And we could talk about that a little later.
We had Mr. Arundel, right?
Yeah.
Is Mr. Arundel was here with us?
Yeah.
When he brought the mask.
Yeah.
And is he here still?
Yeah, he's around still.
Yeah, he came and he spoke about the mask and making the mask. In New York, he makes them, right, where he lives.
He makes them here too?
And well, I meant that, he was saying, he made them at home a lot. But he gave us a good insight as to the mask and etc. Okay, the time is... Good morning, Nell. And saying good morning to Gordon Warner. He says, good morning, Radio Market family. Happy Earth Strong to Wango. Blessing to everyone and have a great weekend. Thank you so much.
Thanks, Gordon.
So, Boyak, any comments there, Salong? Anybody coming in?
Yeah, we have Joan Thompson saying, blessed Saturday morning to my peeps once again. Give thanks for our next day and the next week.
I know.
Granny Daniel is saying,
up.
good morning, blessed Saturday. Myrtle is saying, good morning once more. In the name of the Lord. We thank the Lord for everything. Amen.
That's right.
Grandmaster George Somerset is saying, good morning, Sister Bingy.
Hey, Bingy, what's up?
Yeah, that for yourself.
Yeah, Bingy.
Sister Bingy, yeah.
Bingy come from Mick, eh? Mick had nicknames for everybody. Yeah.
Joan Thompson saying, home is where the heart is. Welcome home, sir. She's talking about you.
Thank you, Joan. Thompson.
Happy belated birthday, Wango. Blessings.
Thank you, John.
Myrtle is saying happy birthday, Wango.
Thanks.
Sharon Paris is saying everyone enjoys the weekend to the fullest. Marlene was saying good morning. Watch you guys every Saturday morning. Happy belated birthday, Wango.
Thanks, Marlene.
From your friend in Tennessee.
Thanks, Marlene, my big friend.
Okay.
Okay then.
We have Dennis Ian Hodge saying, good morning. Ask Santoy if he used to live in Westbourne.
Yeah, that's me. And Ian Hodge was one of the men that, well, I'll tell you about it.
He mean Mr. Hodge who
Yeah,
teaches,
he got
that's
it.
the Ian Hodge?
Yeah.
He was one of my biggest encouragement in my early years of playing the trombone.
Yeah,
In the
he,
Defense Force Band. And Ian Hodge encouraged me tremendously with his words.
go ahead, Boyag. Anybody else?
Yeah. Amanda Lake saying, this Sylvester, yes, he plays with us New Year's Day by old movies.
Oh, Sylvester saying that Santoy played with them
Yeah.
Yeah.
by the movies.
Yeah.
As a
Okay.
matter of fact, it's two masquerades I played, two different groups. One was
Okay.
Fallon and one was Sylvester.
Okay.
They're not the same group, right?
No.
So that's what
no.
he's saying. So let him know that Sil is on listening to you. And,
Yes,
and-
yes.
Very
Greetings, Sil.
sports, yeah.
Greetings. I enjoyed playing with you guys, and in the future I'll do a lot more because I intend to be that example for the young fighters.
Yeah.
And Ramona Crawford is saying, happy belated birthday, greetings, Wango.
Thanks, Ramona. We still want to know who you are, Ramona. Just give up a heads up. Just give us a heads up who you are, man. You're like
Yeah,
the mystery woman, you know?
Yeah.
Because she's always in with us. eh?
Always,
Yeah.
always with us, man.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah.
Okay, so it's Radio Market, Carl Awi. Don't forget. Now, last week we had a conversation about the Buckley's Uprising, right?
Yep.
So I know we learn as we go, and I got a WhatsApp with someone saying that we did not mention Noel Heath, the late Noel Zambo Heath.
Yeah.
So he was.
One day-
I don't know.
He was
He was
one
one of the founding members of
that movement.
that
Yeah,
movement. To-
Yeah.
The Nyabingi Theocracy Honor.
Yeah.
I do remember that Ras Aya, he brought a flyer, and the flyer had on Zambo's picture,
Yeah.
Yeah.
but I did
Zambo-
not know.
Zambo is the person that really get the fire burning again. 'Cause
Yeah.
To me, it was dormant.
Okay,
And
okay.
from since Zambo had returned back home, he put the spark back into it.
Okay.
That started to agitate for
That's for the
getting-
for the
holiday.
monument.
Yeah,
and the holiday.
Yeah.
Well, you see,
So-
so it's now law.
Yeah.
So we will have a holiday on the 29th of January, right? 29th?
28.
28th of January is a holiday in commemoration of the Buckley's Uprising.
Yeah.
So that is really good, and kudos to. I just want to say good morning to his son Linnell, and Linnell is like a son to me.
Yeah. To his family, for that matter. yeah.
So Linnell is I to be in contact. I know Kazi as well, but me
Yeah.
and Linnell always in contact with each other.
Yeah.
So big up. Yeah, and I'm glad that it has finally come to pass.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
So next is the monument.
So
Yeah.
when would it be established?
No,
It's
but we know that
established already,
they
but
just
it
put.
started next year, the 28th of
Next
January
year?
next year.
Are they going to erect something?
No. The holiday,
They'll
holiday,
have a physical
but they're
holiday.
not.
They'll
They
have a
haven't
physical holiday. Which,
done anything about erecting a monument as yet.
Okay.
But they have officially said that we now have a holiday in commemoration, in celebration of the Buckley's Uprising.
Well, I just want to add something that the Buckley's Uprising is an important thing, and because we need to instill in our young people that rebellion and uprising against a system that oppressed our people for 500 years is a great thing. So it's good that we're honoring that.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, now is the best time to honor something of that nature because, as we all know, Africa is rising, and that's not just a saying. Africa is rising digitally, economically, socially, educationally. Africa has just about at the point reclaimed its rightful place on the world stage. And it's just a matter of time before we all know it. And starting from Ibrahim Traore in Niger, we love what he's doing.
in Burkina Faso.
Burkina Faso,
Yes.
that's right. And the others are joining him, Niger and
Yeah,
Mali.
yeah.
You know, I just want to add right here, and I won't prolong my speak. I will just keep it as short as possible. The people in the Western Hemisphere, black people, the African people, came out of the Sanghe Empire Songhay, one of the greatest empires that ever existed on the planet. And when I do my research, I realize Burkina Faso, Niger, Mali, parts of Western Kenya, other parts of Eastern Nigeria, and a number of other countries were, I'm talking about the contemporary countries, were part of what made up the Songhay Empire. So the people that were taken out of Africa and brought out here at the tip of gunpoint, the African people in the United States, some of those in the United States, and most of us in the Caribbean, came from one of the greatest places, the richest places. They had the best and the highest and the qualitiest of universities. We came from the highest culture, the highest civilization. And I'm just finding out that over the last 10 years. Yeah. All right.
Wow.
Continue.
Okay. So, Boyak?
Yeah, the Dennis Ian Hodge name is like, her name, it says her name is Annie.
Annie Hodge.
Annie, yeah, she went to school with you.
What's your last name?
Well, she has it as Dennis Ian Hodge, 8569, but she said, my name is Annie.
Annie.
I went to school with you.
Okay. I don't remember Annie Hodge.
Annie.
Hodge. I know Dennis Hodge. Ian Hodge, for sure.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
the thing is that a lot of people wouldn't have known me as Santoy Barrett. I went to school with the name Irving Swanston.
Irving Swanston.
Irving
Yes.
Swanston. And then when I started playing music, all of a sudden I became
Santoy.
Samuel Santoy Barrett.
Okay.
The thing is, so most of the people I went to school with Irving Swanston from boys' school, primary school to the end of high school. Then I was playing with this band called Grand Street Express, and we were getting ready to travel to St. Martin, and I had to get a passport. I took out my first birth certificate. I was 16 and a half years. And I realized, wait a minute. My name is Samuel Barrett.
There you go.
And the Santoy part of it came from my father.
Uh-huh.
He was Santoy, and they call all the children Santoy. So it's an artistic name. They even call my mother Lady Santoy. So all the people who went to school with me had no idea who this guy is.
Sure.
Went to school and said, I don't know his name. Santoy Barrett. It's Irving Swanston. I remember almost everyone. I don't use drugs, I don't drink alcohol, I don't abuse my body. So my mind worked very, very well. That's why I was asking the young lady what was her last name.
Right.
Annie. Annie. I'm supposed to
So-
remember everybody. But greetings to you, Annie. Here we are.
I mean, when he said that all of the siblings and surname Santoy,
Yes, all of us.
I remember Her Excellency Jacinth Henry Martin. She told me that in Sandy Point, all the children name after whatever the father name too, or whatever the nickname is, the children take on the nickname as well.
That's so
Caribbean
true.
tradition.
Yeah. Okay. The time is just about 10:44, and you're listening to Radio Market. Call out, we come sell us something,
Yeah,
man, or
no,
give us
yeah.
something.
Yeah, it's
Well, I do have something here on the market. I can't go outside and go call in, right? But I have something here on the market.
No, listen, there will always be exceptions.
Thank you
to-
very much.
Okay.
Call can't call myself here.
Okay.
Call
Who can answer?
So it's 11 pounds of white fondant. So anybody who is into baking and icing cakes, it's 11 pounds of white fondant for $130 EC. And the number to call is 669-7869. So it's 11 pounds of white fondant for $130 EC. And you can call 669-7869. I like this one starting off the market today. So all you call are we? And then I met a lady yesterday, and she said she got the washing machine, the dryer sold. She had the dryer on the market, and she got it sold. Now
Wonderful.
she has the dining room set. Okay? So we're going to take a quick break and come back. So stick and stay, don't go anywhere. I mean, let me see if I could find some five thing. Oh, no. Let me play this one, especially for Santoy this morning. Let me see if I can find what I'm looking for. For you, yes, I'm going to play this one, especially for Santoy this morning.
This is a tragic episode which occurred on Brimstone Hill on Easter Monday, April 10, 1950. It was a real tragic event. Nevertheless, I made a calypso which I call the Brimstone Hill Tragedy. I'm now going to sing it for you. Come and hear the tragedy which took place on Brimstone Hill. Come and hear the tragedy which took place on Brimstone Hill. One Easter Monday they went down there, thinking they would roll back all day, but many were disappointed still. Down there on Brimstone Hill, the sun was shining here. On Brimstone Hill that day, the sun was shining here. On Brimstone Hill that day, but later down upon the afternoon, rain came pouring down from the moon. A little hole see them rushing in for shelter on the hill. Soon as the rain was over, they rushed to roll back more. Soon as the rain was over, they all rushed to roll back more. Then very soon there was an outcry. Look, some squeeze up here till they die. So the whole place was in balling till they balled down Brimstone Hill. Keep away from Brimstone Hill. When the folks did roll back till. Keep away from Brimstone Hill. When the folks did roll back till. With the brave invaders playing well, they danced and rolled back into hell, leaving sorrow and grief behind them up there on Brimstone Hill. All who can understand, don't trouble the steel band. All who can understand, don't trouble the steel band. For whenever they get on the road, at any rate they will draw the crowd. And if you think that roll back don't kill, look back on Brimstone Hill. Never mind, show me how you roll back and roll back. Let me see you. Why you haven't fun and roll back? So roll back, let me see you. This is the way me roll back. I go roll back, there you see me. Come and get you roll back before the roll back done.
Just reminding you of the menu for today for that's Carmen's catering menu, her Saturday menu. It is cook up with or without pork, barbecue pork ribs, honey glazed chicken, breaded chicken, pan fried fish, steamed kingfish with the sides like rice and peas, coconut johnny cakes, pumpkin fritters, macaroni pie, parsley breadfruit, corn on the cob, steamed vegetables and green salad. And that's the menu for today for Carmen's Catering Services, 665-1494. She is located on Lower Shea Lane, just in the area there before you go on the Bay Road, just in that vicinity. That is where Carmen is. Are back, and that particular piece of music that I just played was actually Santoy's dad.
That's
so
that was recorded way back in 1962, I think.
Okay.
I was 5 years
about that.
And
Okay.
there was a white man by the name of Alan Lomax that traveled through the Caribbean recording all the indigenous music. And I think it culminated in Nevis. And my old man did several songs, 2 or 3 songs, I think, on that.
I have 2 songs. It has Nevis, Without a Pity.
Yes.
And that one, the Brimstone Hill Tragedy.
There
Yes.
was another one called, on the same recording, called Josiah, Poor Josiah. Somebody had
Oh, yes,
come
yes,
over
yes.
and created a song about it.
Yeah,
but
pure.
the man Santoy, who is Simeon Swanston, my old man, he created a lot of songs that were not recorded. Back then, of course, you know, we didn't have the opportunity to record. And I've sought for almost 40 years to find recordings of him playing string band, because, you know, the string band was the band those times. You know, all the parties and the dances, string band music was it. I haven't been able to find that. This is the first and only recording I find of him. But and you know the good thing about it and the interesting thing about it, what do you think they use for accompaniment? What does it sound like? A banjo, tenor banjo, and a guitar. That was the accompaniment.
Yeah, that sound. Yeah. Wow.
Very interesting. Far cry from Element and the GI Brass.
I know, right? I know, that's right. Okay. So, Buyak, anything? We have a caller. Hi, good morning. Good morning, Radio Market.
Yeah, good morning, Jazzy, Sexy Paula. Happy birthday to Wango.
Thank you.
Sexy Paula.
Love you, Wango. Mine gonna be next month.
Thank
All
you,
the
Paolo.
best.
We might
Next month.
We might know what.
Yes.
Yes, yes,
Lovey?
Paula. Yes, Paula.
Love you all and you host and the gentleman and listening Radio Market.
Thank you
Sexy
so much.
Paula in the house.
Thank you, Sexy Paula. Okay.
Yeah, big up ZIZ all the time.
Thank
Family
you so
Nation
much.
Station.
Have a good day. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, this is Sugar.
Hey, Sugar.
Let me say good morning to you, Jazzy, Wango, Dennis, and the gentleman here, the stranger.
Thank you, Sugars.
Good
And
morning.
let me say
Sugar.
good morning to a Christian lady over there in Molineux, she and she mom. Pleasant morning to you, Mary. Mary, I always want to know if I go to church Sunday. I'm going to send off the barrel tomorrow, but me not send the money for clear it. Me send off the barrel a morning, but me not send the money for clear it.
Oh, you know the song?
No.
Yeah, it's a reggae song. Yeah. But you know, Sugar the call it something.
I hear man this morning on the radio sing on the wings of what? On the wings of
Yeah, man
love.
singing On the Wings of Love.
I believe what I was today. No?
You know who it be?
You see, I was today on the TV there. Wango.
Thank you, Sugars.
This is on the TV. Yes, I.
Thank you, Sugars.
And Dennis,
Hey.
Blackie is here looking after the baby.
Oh, Blackie and her
Listen, Sugars,
Yeah.
I got Blackie at home too, yeah.
Good job?
Yeah, and that's the only the cat that the madam allowed to spend time in the house.
Okay, so she got ranks.
Blackie low in
So
house.
these Blackies got, I don't know what it is about the Blackies.
And Blackie are black. One black.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay then. Pleasant morning and happy belated birthday. I nearly forget.
Oh.
To the general, you know, and the TV there. Wango.
Oh, you done big him up.
Oh, yeah? Well, lucky.
Yes, Sugars, thanks.
Yes, Sugar.
More the merrier.
Thank you.
All the best.
All the best,
All right.
Sugar. All the best. Oh, my goodness. Yeah, boy, I can see you looking down. So what you say?
We're good to go. We're good to go.
Okay.
The other,
Saho.
Who? Who?
That's the same sugar as we used to live.
No.
No.
but
But wait,
Ramona
wait,
Crawford saying that Wanga know who she is, you know.
But Ramona, how come we need to know?
The only woman in Crawford, they tell him I know his Blues daughter.
Right,
If
yeah.
I'm
if
saying a
shit.
Crawford. Man, think she's a Crawford.
I don't know. I
Think
don't know.
she's Warner.
So bring us closer, Ramona.
Hint.
Bring us closer. No, I say my father is this, my mother is this.
I used to live.
I used to
so.
exactly. I can't. If you say
tip.
no, then I can't put a face to your name, so I can't testify to knowing you.
Yeah.
So, somebody is saying that lyrics were written by Charles Walters, a blind Calypsonian from Gingerland, Nevis.
Well, I've heard
He
that before.
was also known as Johnny Walters, but
I've heard
he
that
said
before.
it on the thing that is he wrote the song, didn't he?
No, yeah, that was one of the composition of Simeon Santoy Swanston. There have been discrepancies. What happened? Probably that man might have put a whole line in it, so then he becomes a collaborator. But I've heard many elderly musicians say, yeah, that was Santoy's song. The man who used to make all the instruments, Mr. Owen Busso, he made all the string band instruments, the banjos, the quattros, the ukulele, the guitars. I told him that I heard that it was Blind Walters' song. And he said, no man, Blind Walters couldn't write them song, them kind of song. He was a Calypsonian, but he couldn't write that type of song.
Okay.
So I asked him because he was contemporary with my father and with Mr. Walters.
But didn't he say he wrote it?
Well, yeah,
In-
he
in
was one
the-
of Santa. My mother attests to it. That was your father's song. I saw him write that song. Apparently he used to sing the song to his wife, my mother, before everybody else.
Yeah.
Many of the songs, I heard many songs that she sang. One, so Man Centipede Bite, that's one. I used to hear her sing there long after he died. I would hear her in the house smiling and singing them. So that's one of your father one. Another one, some girl something, sweeter than some girl something.
Okay.
And don't let the title fool you. But that was a big one too. I heard Mr. Freeman, David Freeman, who was the lead fifer in Nevis and throughout all his idols, play that one. I remember asking her about that song, Some Girl Something. Some girl something, sweeter than some girl something. And I asked her, the story she gave me is very interesting. Once ago, the string band men used to go right through the island serenading. And different women would cook up, Christmas time, they would cook special things, make special pastries, tarts, and puddings, and conkeys.
Mm-hmm.
And they would not only give the musicians, the serenading musicians, just money. They would share of their goodies, like sorrel and ginger beer, and all the things that you make at Christmas. Christmas cake, the bongo toffee, you hear about bongo toffee. And those men...
And the thing on the table, Santa, you bring up the little thing on the table.
What is that, the Hammond?
Yeah.
Well, Hammond was the local drink of that day. But what happened is that the men will discuss among themselves, this one's cake, or her sour tastes better than that other one's.
Right.
And they will go right to the line, and that would be a topic.
Yeah.
Whose thing tasted better. So he came up with the song, he wrote the song. Some girl something, sweeter than some girl something. And if you guys don't mind, I'll play a little bit of it. Is that okay?
Sure, go ahead.
It goes something like this.
Okay.
Some girl something, sweeter than some girl something.
Okay. That's interesting.
Yes,
That's interesting. It is 10:58 in the studios, and you're listening to Radio Market. We only have one thing on the market. Oh, you come on, call are we, no man? Call are we? Okay. Last week.
Sell something, man.
Last week we had a water fountain for $650 EC, and one electric stove that could go on the cupboard, and that was for, I think it's $650 too. I'm not sure. We were trying to figure out exactly how much it was for, and that's 776-6088. And then we have one 6-seater table, negotiable, 2005 667-8578. So that's what we had on the market last week. Now we have today 11 pounds of fondant for those of you who are into decorating cakes, etc. 11 pounds of fondant for $130 EC, and it's 669-7869. So call are we. Now I was in conversation with a lady, right? And she asked me if we know anything about Stella the snake charmer. Y'all know anything about Stella the snake charmer?
Never heard of that.
No, you.
No.
She said she came from Puerto Rico, came to St. Kitts, and she performed with her. She was over Carnival City, or must be in the park or wherever, when Stella put, and apparently the snake, no, she said Stella had this snake, but the snake was down Fairview Inn. And they had it in a room, and they put do not open, because the snake was in this room, right? And she said Stella performed at his Carnival City, or one of them places there with the snake. So how come I ain't know? Well, I sure ain't know, but anybody come, call are we if you know about Stella the snake charmer from Puerto Rico. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, good morning, Jazzy, and good morning to Dennis.
Good morning.
And belated birthday greeting to Daddy Wanga.
Thank you, good morning.
You have Santa there with you all, so just calling to say good morning. I'm going to be on a little difference. I want to ask Santa a question here. You know, they have a concern now with the music that is going on right now in St. Kitts in terms of the bands, right? Well, I understand they're moving from the normal soca music to wireless. They want to move it to the tradition from soca to wireless. For me, I ain't see much changes in the music apart from the fast music. Right? If you look at Dominica called the one, I think it's Booyah or something like that, right? And you can check that the different sound of music to the soca music. And I'll give you a little example. The cadre. You could say cadre because cadre is a different sound to the soca music. But to move your soca to wireless to say, well, you giving it a name. The music ain't sound much different apart from the speed. Okay, so I want to know if you can give your opinion on that. I'm going to listen up here. Okay.
They're not walking.
Okay, 1 minute, Montezuma, because he was trying to hear what you were saying. Can you hear?
They're not walking.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No volume.
Okay, so he was... Okay, so you were asking for his opinion on the wireless?
Yeah.
Okay. Monty, I'm sorry, but I thought they were hearing you through the headphones, but they're saying no. So you might have to go over again. Let me turn up the headphones, see if they could hear a little better. Go again, Monty.
Okay, what I was saying, right, we have the traditional soca music. And from what I'm understanding, with the music here in St. they want to move it from soca to wireless. Right, I was saying that apart from the changes what they want to make, what they're trying to make is that the music is only faster to me. If you go to Dominica, they call it their soca. They call it soca. Booyah, correct? And example over in Nevis, you had the cadre music, which is a different kind of music as well. Right, so I'm just saying that. What is your opinion on moving it from soca to wireless at present?
Well, right now they're doing some research. Okay, thank you, Montezuma. They're doing some research, and I think they're changing the music from calling it soca. I just think it's for us here in St. Kitts. Just like how you see Dominica got Booyah and Trinidad is soca, we call in our music wireless.
And so who originated that change in our music? Mick.
But I just want, he said he wanted to know from Santoy what he think about the change from soca to wireless. But
the way I've been listening to the young people's music, they call it wireless. It's very interesting in my opinion. Of course, you got to take into consideration that I'm coming from soca, the soca era, with the when Shorty created the soca.
Hello?
I was right there in the top. I was coming from the calypso background. I've witnessed the progress of soca because I traveled extensively throughout the planet with Arrow, the king of soca, and all the other top artists. The transition between, remember, the young people.
1 minute, Santoy. We have a caller. Just let me get in the person. Good morning, Radio Market.
Hey, Jasmine, how you doing?
Good, thanks. What's up?
I'm good. Wanga had birthday?
Yeah, he birthday was on the 5th.
Oh, okay. Yeah, happy belated birthday, Wango.
Thank you, brother.
Jasmine, I'm looking forward to see you to the agriculture fair.
Okay. Hoping to be there.
Oh, okay. Just make sure you bring them some guava cheese for me, yeah?
All right, no problem.
Okay, all right. You guys take it easy.
All right, take care. Okay.
Thanks again, bro.
Okay.
That's Tony. He lives in St. Croix. Yes, so you were saying, go ahead.
I wanted to say that I find the music very interesting. It is somewhat over the threshold of speed in terms of tempo. When we speak of tempo, we talk about the speed or the slowness of the music. Some of it is way too fast, and but the content of the music is good, is interesting. I personally would prefer, and I could relate more to soca music. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what is the real contention here. Is it about the name being changed, or is it the form of the music?
I think it's in it. I don't think it's the music really. I think it's the name.
Just the name.
The form of the music has something to do with it also, because before they used to have like a two thing, boop, 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 boop. And then they went straight into the fours, the music, that they changed. And it changed the whole style of music that we're experiencing today.
Well, the music that we're hearing, that beat, if you take that beat, what you were talking about, the syncopated beat, that boop, 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 that was calypso, that was the heartbeat. Now, when the Ras Shorty I from Trinidad created soca, what he really did, he didn't come up with anything new. He went back to the old days, because before that syncopated calypso beat of boop, 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 there was that now soca beat, that straight 1/4/4 beat, boop, 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 boop. They just improvised and came up with some creative snare beats. And for the most part, the hi-hat beat remained the same thing. As for the name, Wailers, everything changes, everything evolves. If it changed to Wailers, well, so be it, and we'll get accustomed to it. But I personally, I like the name soca, because what it connotates is the soul of calypso. It's still calypso.
But you see, we're looking for...
The Wailers, what are the significance of the word Wailers? What does it mean? How does it even...
That we jamming fast.
Listen, we need to identify, we need to have our own identity in terms of the music. If soca already owned by Trinidadians.
No, soca is not owned by Trinidad.
But what I'm saying, basically, that's where it was...
But it's Ras Shorty, who was from Trinidad, is he originated?
We could say the same thing about
So
reggae.
then it is Ras Shorty who originate soca, and he was from Trinidad, right?
Right.
So then it belongs to Trinidad.
Just like how we adopt reggae and the other zouk and everything. It's our music as black people. Music. I can understand that.
But they will claim it.
In somebody from that country.
Thank you.
Why does it have to be? You see, the Caribbean, in my opinion, is a tiny little place with a bunch of tiny little islands with a little bit of people. The Caribbean is a little bit of people. There's 21 million of us. There's a little bit of people. What we created out of the slave experience and out of our experience from being here, speaking musically, is ours. It's not his or hers. It's our music. Now, why do you have to change in soca? The Wailers could be a new music.
Thank you. That's what I'm saying.
I studied
totally
jazz.
agree with you.
I studied classical. They haven't changed. For centuries, they haven't changed. It's the name. The classical is the name of the music. Jazz is the name of the music. Blues is the name of the music. So why
Calypso become another main
I'm
name
getting
of
ready
the
to form
music.
a band, and we're going to play calypso. Calypso, rock calypso. We're going to play soca, and we're going to play Wailers.
There you go.
But calypso should become, and soca should become standard. In other words, 200 years from now, our youth should be able to look back and say, this is what our ancestors did, and it was great. And we have preserved it, and even attempting to further develop it. But jazz, you hear jazz tunes and blues tunes play now, they're as fresh as they were 100 years ago. And that's the way calypso and soca should be. Why do we have to change the name to introduce a new music?
You're not changing the name. It is always going to remain jazz. It's always going to remain soca.
That's right.
You're now adapting to a new or another name, which is Wailers.
We have a caller. Hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jazz. How are you doing today?
Good, thank you. What about you?
Okay, I'm great though, but I was going to tell you about the snake woman, from Puerto Rico.
Yes.
That was held in Carnival Village, and 2 years later, the snake killer incident. It was about 1,000 pounds. It was a thin snake, a python. It was a python she brought here.
Got to be kidding me.
Yeah, he killed her 2 years after. I think it's 2 years later, he killed her in Chibet. And with the died in Chibet, wrap up. It's like break up all the bones. But I didn't go to the park that night because I decided I didn't really want to see a dance because I've seen her in Puerto Rico with a snake already. It's about maybe almost 2,000 pounds the snake was. A huge snake. Huge, she danced on the stage with it. There was a performance that one could have just enjoyed. Because actually, I saw it already, but I can say she killed her after a while because snakes don't have no friend.
Okay.
But, yeah, I didn't go to the show, but everybody who went to the show, they talk about it. It was really, really enjoyable, but I didn't go.
All right.
But I was told that in Puerto Rico that they killed her because that's on the news as well.
Okay.
All right.
Thank you. Yes, so somebody said, morning, girl, I remember the snake woman up Carnival Village. But what she did, I can't remember. And then somebody else said, yes, I remember Stella the Snake Charmer coming to St. Kitts. She did perform at Carnival Village, but I can't remember the date that she was here.
What do you call her just said?
But died. Joe is saying that the snake killed her.
But that's why.
In her bed. They found her in her bed dead. And it was wrapped around her.
Choked her.
Oh, wow.
But that's what gonna happen. That's what the instinct is to think. I mean, why am I gonna have a lion in my house?
You know,
I mean,
she slept with the snake in her bed.
Apparently, she had this man. But he said that the phone. That is what he said. Right. But she came here, and I remember the lady was telling me that when the snake come out on this stage, and some people start to run who are in Carnival City. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning, Jazzy. Good morning, Wangan. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning.
Radio Market. Now, Jazzy, I in the mountain. I listen in the program as that half an hour. Because I listen in it, but I deal with the animals then.
Mm-hmm.
So I get to hear everything you're saying. But anyway, I got some bullfoot.
Okay then.
Bullfoot.
Uh-huh.
To sell bullfoot. Local bullfoot.
Local bullfoot. Okay.
Yes. And I have a tail too. And anybody want at the tail, they could get the tail. And I have the head.
Bullfoot and bull tail?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, and I have the head too.
Well, okay, so you got a whole bull.
So you got bull milk too?
Well, you got bull milk, man. You got bull milk always, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So my number is 7663310.
Yeah, but how much a pound?
No, when they call I talk.
Watch here, I'm gonna stop take all your thing.
Okay, $7 a pound.
Okay, because me now.
Negotiable if you want.
Yeah. It's $7, but it's negotiable.
Negotiable.
Yeah, something like that.
That's what you want to say.
But negotiable, he now negotiate $7 a pound.
Yeah. So and I got a bullhead too. But I inhabit homes. So anybody interested in a bullhead? They could just give me a call.
What's your number?
7663310. 660-5901.
Watch here. Make sure your number them looking here. 660
660-5901.
5901. Got you covered.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Well, boy, Pete, only on Radio Market, you can get the bull tail.
And the foot, yeah.
Bull tail, bull foot,
and bull
head, and the bull milk.
Yeah.
Bull milk and the other one.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
I could say something really interesting about bullfoots too. Yeah. The last time I ate that I was about 14 years old. And I enjoyed it so much. But you know what happened? I stopped at the age of 14. I stopped eating bull, never eat it again. Because I dreamt the same night. I had the bull's foot to this day. And the night I dreamt that the bull came back in my dream and put me down and trampled me. I said,
you're done with that.
Done with that. No more bull.
No more bull.
Yeah.
Okay, somebody said that I appreciate what Elder Dennis is saying. Wailers could be attributed to St. Kitts, just as soca is attributed to Trinidad. It's all soca. It's the St. Kitts brand of soca. That's what I was saying. Because this long time, I just call people, right? Ask them on my job and all. If they're going full speed, hear me, I'm to Wailers Jam Boy. Just like this, because he had a group had bring a cassette up here, probably in the 80s, and the song had named Wailers Jam. So you find another call, anybody who going full speed and moving around fast and so,
remember,
and they say, it's Wailers Jam.
Gregory from the Grandmasters.
Yeah.
With the Wailers.
But then Wailers is just, because, with the jamming fast forward. Right? So it's just, that's why they call it Wailers, because we just go faster.
Not only that, you remember.
But it is ours, and I like the fact that we have our own name, and that is what I always keep saying, that we need to patent the our masquerades and the clowns. And so before somebody, next thing you know, up in the States, you see some hip-hop people come out in clown suit, and so, and then they decide that that is theirs.
Very good idea.
So we need to really document it as ours.
Yes.
Before people go with it, because it's not easy to, it ain't hard to do. They almost got the pan from Trinidad in it. Some white man had says he do the pan. He almost got through it, getting the credits for the pan. Yeah, the trademark for the pan.
That was Andy Nowell, but no, he wouldn't have gotten it. Yeah.
Well, they had to fight, I think.
Well, sometimes you have to fight for what's right for yours.
And that's the thing, but it should not have been coming to the point where somebody else could have taken it and deal with that long time.
You're absolutely correct. We have to take the responsibility of documenting that which we created, or else somebody else
would try to own it.
Yes, well, a good example of that is the album that I made, the string band album. I created that album, Majestic Orleans, Generation to Generation, to be an example to the young people that this is worth preserving, our string band music. And somebody else, while I was in the United States, I went to get an operation, and it took me more time. Anyway, somebody got it on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, and making money off of my CD, or our CD, which is the group CD. So now I have to, it's a good example of not documenting what's yours.
Yeah,
so
that's
now
right.
we have to go dealing with the law to get our rightful due from that.
That's right. Hi, good morning, Radio Market.
Hi, good morning. Is this Radio Market?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, I'm calling to sell a knock-on machine for $2,000 negotiable.
Okay.
And the number to call is 667 7363.
7363.
Yeah.
667.
And a lady asked me to put it out for us. You have a freezer to sell, she said.
One freezer?
Yes. The number to call is 668-1606.
How much for the freezer?
She didn't tell me. She said when they come, they will give us something.
Watch it. Tell the lady, yes, I tell you how much for the freezer. Come in, I put it down on my paper, Because we need prices. Okay, so what's the number you said? What her number is?
668 1606.
Okay, I'll give you a chance, Berlin. Yeah. All right,
Okay.
Call back.
And for the snuff-on machine, you work with a 12-volt battery.
A 12-volt battery. Okay, when they come through.
Okay, thank you.
Right. You're welcome. Have a good weekend.
You too, darling.
Okay. Okay, so so I think I like the idea of calling our music wireless. I don't know if that would constitute to when they play a nice cool soca though. But if all that is wireless too, or is it a type is only the is the wireless, because some persons might want to put out a little slower. What we can call that?
Slow wireless.
Slow wireless?
Yeah.
Okay, got you.
Should be a category
Slow wireless.
of soca,
yeah.
rather than changing the name soca, because you're looking at marketability to the world. We're not catering to just St. Kitts and Nevis.
That's true.
We're catering to the whole world. This is now a global village. So whatever we do here affects and impacts everybody else on the planet if they have access to it.
Yes.
Instead of changing the name, I think we should consider, what it would mean. What does wireless really mean?
Okay.
What does it mean? What does the word wireless really mean? What is its historical
Okay, we have a caller.
context?
Hi,
Yeah,
good
Jazzy.
morning.
Yeah, me again. I also got some light and liver. A small amount of light and liver, $7 a pound is usual. Same way.
A small amount of light and liver.
Yeah.
But I can sell right now.
Well, it ain't nothing. Where anybody want them to get them because the fruit stuck with all kind of different things.
$7 a pound?
Yes.
All right. Got you covered.
All right, right.
Okay.
Mm.
So a small amount, okay? Bear it in mind, a small amount of light and liver, okay? $7 a pound. What you were saying, Boyak?
I was saying that there's nothing wrong when you ask about the slow, and you talk about the slow wireless.
Mm-hmm.
It could be slow, it could be soca. If you're playing it that day, nothing wrong in playing that. What I'm saying, it's just when you're playing this type of music, it's wireless.
But
nothing wrong with playing all the kind of music. Nothing wrong with and maintaining certain style because it's good music. Good music is good music. Period. But they are seeking. They have a special. And look, you're talking about introducing it. If we don't introduce it to the people and they never hear it, because if you take a bad song and play it 1,000,000 times, it becomes a good song. In terms of the people who hear it after a while, you adopt it. But what I'm saying is that the wireless, why we can't introduce that to because remember now, we may be small, but we have access, just like everybody has access to the internet and the outer world. Our music, so when people, people, the type of people and the amount of people are now coming to be a part of a carnival for our music and the way we celebrate our festival. So we're now in the stage of introducing ourselves to the world. So nothing wrong with introducing the world to wireless. That's my take on that.
You're right. There's nothing wrong with that. The thing is that we also have to hold on to what we already established, what we've already built and developed. If not for anything else, but to let the young people know this is where we were, this is what we've created. For example, string band and big drum music, especially the string band music, it's on its way out, and it is almost extinct now. How many string bands those Sinkers have? Any at all? Maybe one?
Can't count.
Nevis has one, maybe two. But once we understand the significance of these cultural art forms that our forebears, our ancestors left, then we'd be more inclined to preserve and develop those cultures. For example, string band music and big drum music weren't just created as forms of entertainment. No, not at all. And I started researching and I realized, for example, let's take one, the big drum music, masquerade music. I realized, wait, in West Africa, there's a lots of masquerades. Each of them have their own kind of music. And a lot of it is very similar to what we have for masquerade music. You have different masquerades. You have the Bois masquerade from West Africa. You have the Zauli masquerade. They're all different kinds of masquerades. Some of them are more individualistic, and some of them are group masquerades like we have here. But those art forms were established as not just forms of entertainment, but our foreparents were so brilliant. They were laying down what I would consider, based on all my research, cultural guideposts for people to lead our people back to where we come from. There are parallels in all over West Africa to the kind of music. For example, the big drum music. For example, in the church, in many of the churches in places like Nigeria and Ghana, especially Ghana, the big drum, what we call big drum, the accompanying music for masquerade, is played in the church. With the organ, you have a bubble organ. This is how they worship, a bubble organ, a big drum, which we call the bull drum, and the kettle drum, singing with the congregation. That's worship, you see? The music, the masquerade music and the string band music had a lot of spiritual significance to it. We could do a lot of magical, holy magical things with those music.
I
got
that realization. It's more than just entertainment.
I am thankful for people like you, Santai,
You're welcome.
and Professor Arundel, who maintaining the tradition or the traditional culture. For us, See, like how you're playing the pipe and you can give us a history about certain musical.
Sorry, 1 minute. Hi, morning. Waji, morning.
Hello.
Waji, what's up?
Morning.
Yeah. You're feeding
Hi.
back. Your phone, your radio on loud, you're feeding back. What you were saying, this is Radio Market.
Oh, Jazzy D.
Yes.
No, I was just trying to call you because I couldn't get in. Probably I'm thinking the wrong number. I was trying to hear of Santai.
Okay.
Yes, brother, greetings. Who is it?
Yeah, my brother. You know who is Santai?
What you said, Waji?
I was hearing of Santai.
Yeah.
QT Rogers?
Yeah.
Yeah, QT Rogers, the best man.
Good to hear your voice, man.
Yeah?
Good to hear your voice. Please leave your number after, you know.
Okay, well, I'm Jazzy D, got my number. See, before you left, give me a shout out.
Okay. All right, no problem, Waji.
Hope you keep jamming.
He said after you leave, must call him. So we can link that up. Now, somebody said, good morning, Jazzy. Anything a python snake kills, it eats. They do not kill and leave. So the caller might be incorrect. Right? But I don't know if it's a python she had or what, but Stella the snake charmer.
It sounds more like a
Could have been a boa constrictor.
Yeah, it sounds like,
something that wrap around.
For squeeze, that's so squeeze.
The boa constrictor, that's its way. It wraps around its prey and squeeze it.
Yeah.
So it sounds like that's what happened.
Crush the bone there.
My Lord. Then another caller said, when West Africans arrived in the Caribbean, they used cattle skin drums for the gatherings, but slave masters felt threatened by folks gathering, so they took away the drum. So being Yoruba, they hearkened back to deity, organ, the principle of fire and metal. So was their inspiration to build a steel pan to replace the drum. That was taken from them. It was the West Africans, Yoruba people in Trinidad that created the steel pan.
Yeah.
Okay?
But that what she says there doesn't apply across the board. Because even though those islands, like Trinidad and Jamaica and Dominica and Puerto Rico, were bigger than the small islands people seem to have more of the warrior spirit than most of those islands.
Okay.
We maintain the drums. The masquerade was able to endure because of the rebellious, the warrior type spirit of the people from the small island. With the string, as it with the string band, you know, when I really look at it, our people were really brilliant. Our ancestors were some brilliant people, way more brilliant than we give them credit for. While they were appeasing and entertaining the slave masters with the string band and with the big drum, or mostly with the string band, they were doing something that was far more impactful and far more important. They were establishing for our people what I believe with the thought and the expectation that later on somebody or a generation would come to recognize what they were doing. They were establishing forms of cultural practices that would enable us to identify precisely where we come from.
Okay.
And I have done enough research to realize where we come from. We came out of the Sanghay Empire, Songhay, one of the greatest empires that ever existed on the planet. We came out of there at the tip of gunpoint. I just want to emphasize also that there were a lot of African people here for thousands of years before this man named Christopher Columbus came to the Caribbean. So all of us didn't come as slaves. Many more, a significant percentage of us, I don't know, I wouldn't say the majority, but a significant percentage of us came out was in the Caribbean and in the Americas thousands of years before anybody named Christopher Columbus ever came.
Okay. It is just about 11:29. We can take a break. Let me just remind you all of what we have on the market this morning. Okay, a few things. So we can, and then come right back. Okay, so this morning. We have 11 pounds of fondant, $130 EC. 669-7869. Local bullfoot, $7 a pound. And light and liver, $7 a pound. 766-3310 or 660-5901. One snow cone machine, $2,000 EC, negotiable, 667-7363. And one freezer, 668-1806 or 1606. So that's on the market for the time being. Call our we. We have things to sell. We have something to sell. Call us still. We can take a quick break.
Love is in the air, and ZIZ can put the spotlight on your sales offers this Valentine's Day. If you're a business looking to turn hearts into customers, ZIZ Broadcasting Corporation has the perfect match for you. From February 1st to 14th, connect with Valentine's Day shoppers through radio and television advertising, live on-air appearances, and social media promotion. Don't let this Valentine's Day pass you by. Make ZIZ your advertising partner and let love drive your sales. Call our sales department at 465-2621 for more information.
Carmen's Catering Services Saturday menu, and you have cook up with pork or without pork, barbecue pork ribs, honey glazed chicken, breaded chicken, pan fried fish, steamed kingfish, rice and peas, coconut johnny cakes, pumpkin fritters, macaroni pie, parsley breadfruit, corn on the cob, and steamed vegetables and green salad. That's Carmen's Catering Service. That's down at Sheer Lane, on the lower side of Sheer Lane, if you want to check her out today, Saturday. Carmen, all the best. Was the music of Santoy and the Majestic Orleans, that is, or that's the Majestic Orleans?
That's right.
Yes. So, you know, another thing I realized too is there's like a vamp, a cutaway, from my explanation, where you're going to that kind of thing.
Right. That's called the opus.
Okay.
That's it. And that's introduced with either the thrill, which is something like,
yeah, 1 minute, don't
turn around.
Okay, just stick up in there. Good morning, Radio Market. Okay, somebody was calling, so you know, yeah. So you realize he went into
that's a tradition with string bands all over the Caribbean. And Nevis.
Okay, we have a caller. Quick.
Yes,
Good morning, Radio Market.
Hey, good morning.
Yes.
I have some farm play to sell.
Farm ply?
Farm play. You supposed to have them. They're going to be taking them on Tuesday. They got about 40 of them. If they call me, tell them call me like maybe after 12 so when I get home. And then, because I arrange 465, sorry, 660-8109.
How much for the farm ply?
Oh, sorry, they're between $80 to $100.
80 to 100, okay?
Yeah.
80 to $100. And what's your number?
660-8109.
660-8109. Got you covered.
All right.
All right, take care. Okay. Yes, so go ahead, Zantoy. You were saying, because, we had to take the calls, eh?
Yes.
So I'll cut in on you, but I have to stick a pin in it and and then we go ahead. So what you said, that is the opus, you said?
We call that the opus, and opus is a part of the music that is not a part of the original music, something you create. But in string band music, the opus is a repetitive thing. Is an established part, an established piece of music. And it's indicated by what we call the thrill, 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 or a run that is common among string band musicians.
Okay.
The thrill would mean something, and it's just the introduction to the jam session.
Okay, okay.
So the thrill would sound something like...
And then from there you go where?
And then you go on into it.
Two lines.
Yeah. All right now. Okay.
So it's just five string band, five thing is really mostly an improvisational thing. But you still have to adhere to certain established traditions. Da 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 ba ba da. That is a string band. No, things like ba ba da ba da ba da. That's the turnaround.
Ba ba da ba da ba da ba da. Yeah, yeah.
So, play string band, you got to know these basic things: the intro, the thrill, the turnaround, etc., and the what we call them on tune or the opus. Those are necessary parts of the thing. What I would like to see is a string band competition. They had one in Nevis, and in St. Kitts they had a Brassarama competition. I happen to have been fortunate to have been a part of that Brassarama. Both things should be introduced to Nevis and St. Kitts, a competition. But before you have the competition, one of the things I would like to do is that you need to set or facilitate the grounds, the intangible grounds for a string band competition. Train young people, because this is an important part of our experience as Africans in the Caribbean. Teach them to play the fife, the banjo, the tenor ukulele, the baritone ukulele, the mandolin, the guitars, and the percussive section, which is the gyro, which we call the greater, that's the guido, the triangle, and the bajo. The bajo, for those people in the audience who don't know the bajo is a bass pipe. It's a long 5 foot, about 5 feet piece of pipe. It could be made of bamboo or PVC or probably even a metal. I've seen metal bajo.
Yeah. I've seen a lot of PVC bajo.
About what, a 4-inch diameter?
5 inch, at least 5 inch. Because the length give it its depth of length.
Okay.
Diameter.
Or the diameter is only about
Stick a pin, stick a pin.
1.5 to 3 inches,
Stick a pin. Hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Yes.
I have a TV, 55-inch TV for sale.
155-inch TV, boy, radio market going on good today.
Yeah, 155-inch smart. It's a smart TV. Okay.
Smart TV. I wonder, hey, we can do smart TV. For how much?
For
What's the brand?
900.
Do you have, what's the brand?
Samsung.
Samsung, okay. And you said for how much?
900.
How much?
900.
900.
Yes.
Okay, 900. Okay, what's your number?
661
Uh-huh.
5442.
5442. Okay, got you covered.
Thank you.
All right, have a good day. Okay, so you said the bajo is, you're talking about the PVC and...
Yeah, I find that the best sound based on my, and I've been studying string band since I was a little boy, the best sound is the bamboo.
For the bajo?
Bajo is the base of the bass sound, the lowest sound of the string band. That provides the bass. And because the bamboo seems to have more resonance and it has a better sound. It has a greater timbre, Timbre,
yeah.
which is the quality of the sound. So the fact that we're seeing a lot of PVC pipe for bamboo and also for pipes too is because we can't find the bamboo. And not just any kind of bamboo. This bamboo is called a female bamboo. You have two kinds, a short joint.
So, okay. Male bamboo and the female bamboo. See? She bamboo.
Yeah. No, it's necessary. That's why I say I would say to the cultural departments of St. Kitts and Nevis.
So it really does exist.
Bamboo.
He was
let me ask you a
right.
question. Is it myth or facts that you have to cut the female bamboo in the night?
I don't know about that. I don't know about the agricultural part of it, but I do know that the bamboo that is used for making pipes is a female bamboo because the male bamboo is a short, stubby joint. Right. But the female bamboo is a long,
the longer joints.
Right. And it's not just any kind of bamboo. It's a specific kind of bamboo that is conducive for this kind of instrument making.
Because that's the reason why you are fighting PVC Baja.
Yes, because you can't find, that's the point I was making, you can't find the bamboo. But bamboo is not hard to grow, it's just that, and it's not just for making pipes. Bamboo in China is used for making all kind of things, furniture, lamps, all kind of things.
To come to maturity.
Yeah, but the fact that you could make all kind of things out of it is worth growing, and I think we in Nevis and St. Kitts
It is grown here because I got bamboo home from somebody.
Listen, Santoy.
Yeah, so it's grown here.
Yeah. Observing your pipe, right? I realize that it's tapered.
Yes, because this pipe is different to most, probably all the other pipes in Federation. This was made out I got this as a whole life expo. A gentleman, he said that's all he does for a living, he makes pipes. But he has lathe and all kind of other technologically sophisticated.
To get it down to.
Yeah, to make it this way.
Yeah.
And if you listen to this, most of the pipes that I listen to made in Nevis, they're not properly tuned. And forgive me, fifers, if you're out there. But my ears, the Creator gave me ears that are perfectly tuned. I can't tolerate not even the slightest sharp or the slightest flat. He has to be perfectly in tune. Jazzy, do you have that gift? I know. And he has that gift which he could hear.
Yeah, they hear a lot of things.
They call that the perfect ear. But for instance, if you listen to this is a perfectly tuned, but they say this wasn't tuned, this was made by a lot of lathe and other technologically sophisticated equipment. And then the string band play like this. A nice sound. This is Indian bamboo.
So tell me, is there a difference between a flute and a fife?
Oh yes, the flute.
So do you play the flute?
No, I could get sounds. I could play a scale or two, but I'm not a flutist. I like the sound of the fife. The fife is a simplified form. It's a family of the flute. They have flagulets, which is very similar. You have what's the other thing called? What's the other thing you put in the mouth? Anyway, there are different kind of bamboo flutes. You have Indian bamboo fife, but you put it in the mouth. This you don't. The fife you don't put in your mouth. You rest your lip on the mouthpiece. Now the flute is a more commercial European type instrument. The flute was originated in Africa hundreds of thousands of years ago. Europe got it and they put all kind of little gadgets in it. It's made mostly of metal. So the flute is much more versatile than the fife. Fife is a simple instrument. It's more versatile. I don't know about sophisticated. It's more versatile. But you could play in many, many keys. You could play in all the keys on the fife too, but not as effective as the flute. Because the flute has keys for chromatics, half steps, and so on. Combination, you can play in any key, unless you can't play in every key.
That's what. But let's say that I just got a flute or a fife from someone who made it in Nevis. Would you be able to play the same? Because I recognize that you have the fingering and even the holes on there. Different.
Yes.
Most of the pipes that I've seen have the same diameter holes going down all the way.
Well, that's
and I see even the spacing
and the size of the hole.
And the size of the hole is different.
That's what creates the precision.
Yeah.
In making this. So the people in Nevis and Singers don't have the technology to create the fife the way they should.
That looked like it was almost computerized.
Because if you play this on most of the fifes, you can't get it. This one note or two notes going to be off, and that is one of the things we're trying to correct. I'm working with a gentleman in Nevis who makes the fife, Sel Hanley.
Okay.
Right now we're talking about that and how to resolve that.
Yeah.
But this fife is tuned, isn't it? The tune is right on tune.
That's what I'm saying.
So that's the difference. One is a simpler, much simpler. The fife is just 7 holes. One hole you blow into or across, and then 6 holes.
Yeah, but
the flute has a whole bunch of different keys and so on. So the flute is far more versatile.
So have you tried to play the flute, or you just?
I haven't placed much emphasis on playing flute. I like the string band, the genre called string band music. It's a very beautiful music.
Yeah.
And I like even more the masquerade music. And the fife is that instrument. Because some of the things that the fife could do, the flute can't do. For instance, the high pitch, the what we call the thrill, which is a very necessary part of our dramatic art form called masquerade music or big drum music. It goes something like this.
Yeah.
The flute cannot get that sound when the fife could get it.
Yeah.
And so, I stick to it. I like the fife. I like the sound of the fife. And it goes well with our dramatic art form of string band and big drum music.
So, I mean, in terms of, as you said, it's only like you have the Gingerland string band.
No, you have
it doesn't exist anymore.
The one string band.
You have the Adventists, Advent minstrels.
Yeah, but
they don't exist anymore either.
Well, it's I think I just heard recently. I heard before that band, the Adventist string band, is no more. But somebody told me recently, yes, it exists.
And then you have the one with Honeybees and another one.
Honeybees, the fifer, I trained that fifer, Honeybees, and the other one, I believe, is Sugar Hill, which some of the members tell me doesn't exist anymore. But other people, I'm hearing conflicting. Somebody will say, yes, they exist, and a couple of the members tell me, no, the band.
I don't know if the one that Mr. Hamilton was a part of, if it still exists. Remember Mr. Hamilton passed?
Recently?
Yeah.
No, that was the St. Kitts band that used to perform at the Port Zante.
Yeah,
I've played fife with them many, many times. And Mr. Hamilton himself, Pepper Hamilton, played with my group, Majestic Coalitions, many, many times. But I understand they don't have a fifer anymore.
No, because I think the last time I saw them, Troy Mills was playing the guitar and trying to sing at the same time. So they were playing at Brimstone Hill for the Emancipation concert last year.
Oh, that sounds good.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with singing, because that's another form. A lot of that is found in West Africa, the string band with voices.
Yeah.
And we have that, in our culture, the string band with voices, we call those sagwa. The sagwa, and serenaders. But the most authentic form of the string band is the one that I have, the fife as the lead instrument, And you know, this whole string band thing is such an interesting thing. You have a conversation going on between the fife and the banjo. And then you have all these accompanying instruments, the mandolin, the quattro or ukulele, the guitar.
So how many people make up a string band?
You could have a small string band.
Okay.
Right now I have a very small string band and we're just getting ready to market, since this is tourist season, and the market to the hotels and to the public at large. It's just 4 of us.
Okay.
But I personally prefer a big string band with about at least 3 guitars. You have 1 baritone ukulele, then you have 1 tenor ukulele, then everybody know the banjo. You have the fife, the banjo and the fife have a conversation going on. Then you have the percussive section, the bajo, the bass, the triangle, which represents the high highs in engineering terms. In the high, we all know what the high highs are, top end of the music. And then you have the gyro, which is really the heartbeat of the string band. That thing that we used to call the guitar.
Yeah.
If you don't have that, you lose the essence.
Okay.
You're missing an instrument that I've seen even in Africa.
Which one?
That box with those 3.
Oh yeah, somebody plays it. Yes.
The 3.
In one of the string bands, somebody plays it.
Yes.
Yeah.
What
is that called?
It's really the bass box.
It's a bass box. That's what that is the name.
It's a family of the kalimba, but it is not a kalimba. Yeah. The kalimba is a small instrument.
Yeah.
So that is bass. That's what I know it as, the bass box.
Okay.
Box, yeah.
We have 2 fifers, Wayne and Giving. Giving is Joe's son. He's a fifer. Yeah, he plays all the time.
Well, praise the Lord, that's good.
And then you have Wayne. I never see Wayne, but I see Giving. He plays with Sylvester or either play with... I saw him playing for the folklore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Joe's son. And maybe it's Wayne Blake. Probably.
Is a tall, light-skinned brother?
I don't know.
Yeah, okay.
Then just
well, he gave me his number and I got it in another phone. Blake is the last name I remember. If you're out there, hail up to you, brother.
Okay. Any comments?
Yeah, we have Tau Hussein coming in from the cold to the warmth of the Radio Market family. Blessed Saturday with some extra love for the birthday kid, Wanga Nakita. Joan Thompson says Santoy is excellent with that flute.
Thank you.
Tau says Stella came from Puerto Rico in the mid-1980s. I remember as a kid. Joan Thompson said,
how come you remember Stella,
I definitely remember Stella. The snake woman, I was in high school.
In the mid-80s?
Yeah, may I remember Stella?
And Jazzy Ramona Crawford say yes, she was born and raised at Crawford.
No, but she ain't in Crawford. They didn't want her. Huh?
Jasmine Maynard said good morning to Wanga and Dennis and Jazzy. Have a good weekend and God bless you guys for the next week.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Rodney Harris saying blessed to you all. He said he's saying that if he gone back to the wireless, he said if it came from soca, why not call it sock wireless?
We have a caller. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Morning.
But the greetings to all those who celebrating today or celebrated during the week.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Do you know the man Walter's Pastor Philip Webb grandfather?
No. He's from Nevis?
Huh?
No, he's from Nevis, right?
Blind Mr. Walters.
He's from Nevis?
Pastor Philip Webb grandfather.
Okay.
Walters, he was from Nevis.
No, I want to send thank you to the EMT. Last night, I had to use their services. I got up to use my cane. The cane slide across the floor, brother. Show me down. Damn it. My hand. And really? I got a cut in my head.
Boy.
Not bad, eh?
Yeah.
I think I get 4 stitches.
Wow.
Thanks to all of my son and my granddaughter. And some of my neighbors. And those on the ambulance and even at the hospital, they were very kind to me, you know?
Yes.
So I'm giving thanks.
Yeah, thanks to God
my
that
life.
you're okay.
I was by myself, you know?
Yes.
At that point.
Oh.
So who have nothing to give away, giving me thanks.
I'm telling you. We give
And
God
that's a good thing
thanks.
to give thanks unto the Lord, eh?
Yes, it is. Okay.
For all the
Thank
disabled
you.
and the sick and the shut in. Put your trust in God.
Yes. Thank
Make
you
a
so
difference,
much.
you know. Because I said, Lord, please send somebody, and somebody came, eh? So all of those who look after Sylvie and me, thank you very much.
Okay.
God bless you.
God bless you. Yes, God bless you, and we give God thanks that you are okay. She said she fell down last night.
I'm sorry to hear that.
And she hit her head and took 4 stitches and her hand. But she is able to call in today to say
Appreciate
thanks.
it, yeah.
So that's really awesome.
that's good
We give
news.
God, we
Good
give
sign,
we give the
positive
Creator
That's
thanks
good
for that.
news.
Yes,
Yeah.
that she can call and say that. Good morning, Radio Market.
Good morning.
Yes.
I like to see the guy who teaching the people is 5.
Uh-huh.
I live at half a tree.
Uh-huh.
Just 4 yards. I like to see.
You'd like to see him?
Yes. In person.
What's your name?
Anthony Walter.
Anthony Walters. You live halfway tree, you say?
Yeah.
Well, probably you could exchange numbers, you know. Give me a number and I'll give, well, he's listening, so I'll give you a number if you don't mind, and I'll let him call you.
Okay.
So what's your number?
664.
664.
Oh, sorry.
What it is?
661.
661.
90.
What?
94. 79.
Lord, you're feeding back, so I'm not hearing you. 9479?
Yeah.
Okay, Lord, I must say, turn down your radio. Okay. So he's saying that he would like to speak with the fifer.
Okay.
And I'll give you his number at the end when we finish.
Right.
So I could touch base with him. I mean, it's like 11:57, so we are almost finished. But let me just go back over what we have here on the market for sale. But I had a good time, and I used to learn to play fife, you know, but may continue. There's a guy called John James, that's his name, from Montserrat.
He's in Montserrat.
Yeah, he was teaching the fife.
Numpy too.
Yeah, but he was coming out of Nampi, wherever it is, with the culture, Department of Culture. I used to go over to the high school, and I was learning. I had my PVC pipe, because he made them, and I had a little book with the things and stuff, but I never continued, and then I think he left.
Did you get a sound?
Yeah, I actually got...
I could teach you.
Actually got a little...
Once you get a sound
we went
of
to
it.
the same thing.
Huh?
I went to that same
You
thing
were
with
there?
Numpy, yeah.
Okay, but you went to Nigel.
Nigel, yeah.
I went to John.
Okay.
I was with John, yeah.
I don't know what how they teach, what their techniques and their methodologies are, but I have a very simple way of teaching the fife. And that's why I was able to produce the fifer in Nevis, 2 fifers in Nevis right now.
Yeah,
2
very
young
good.
fifers. It's very, very simple.
Okay.
And, you know, I recall approaching the Department of Culture to, you know, Dr. Denzel Douglas is one of the most culturally aware persons in the Federation.
Yeah.
I could give you a story. I could go into it where he sent me. I complained about the string band and string band musicians not getting any help whatsoever. Right after the group that came, what was the name of the group? A group from the United States came back in 2009. The Drifters, and performed for the Prime Minister's ball. So after the performance, I just happened to see him. They were down there talking with the Drifters members, and he came from a back door. I don't know where he's coming from. He must have went to the bathroom, whatever. And I complained to him that the indigenous music, especially the string band, was suffering because we get no help whatsoever. And he told me, Mr. Barrett, I understand very clearly what you're saying. Go to the Department of Culture and tell them I send you. So I went and had a meeting with Pension and Ricky Skerritt, the Minister of Culture at that time. And it's a whole story I could go into.
And we don't have no
Nothing
time. It's
happened.
now time for news.
Okay.
So, unfortunately, we'll have to discuss. I have another number that somebody wants me to give you as well.
Okay.
And, okay, this is Royd Phipps. Good morning, Royd. He said, good morning. Just a bit of clarification on Lalaps and Samuel. One was a big drummer, and the other was a masquerade drummer. Lalaps was not a masquerade drummer. Some similarities, but not the same with him. Oh, okay. And then he said his name was John Jones, and he was from Guyana. Okay.
Well, really, I have to disagree slightly with that. The masquerade drummers, I'm a drummer. That's my first instrument, the kettle drummer. These are men who have from genetic memory and also tradition, passed down, learned movement. All these rhythmic movements came out, they're millions of years old. They're not new things. So the style of the drummer, the big drum style, you also have different styles of drummer. So drumming, big drum drummer, and masquerade drummer is basically the same thing.
But then, okay, we can't go into that because that's another. Because I think I understand what White is saying. Because when you hear the mummies, it's still a different drum, right? So yeah, so I'm thinking maybe the big drummer just drum, and that's it. Whereas with masquerade, you got the fine dance, you got it this, you got it that, you got it that. So maybe that's the difference.
Yes, I forget the mummies use big drum.
Big drum as well, and it's totally different.
The mummies and the bull traditionally didn't use big drum. They use a drum called the tambura, which is very similar, yet different. It has a different sound and you could do different things on it. So the big drum for the mummies is something new. It's probably only about 20 or 30 years old.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so.
Well,
but
that's
I understand what Roy said. Now
yeah.
That.
Okay. Yeah. So finally, we have 11 pounds of fondant, $130 EC. Check your phone, Santoy. 669-7869. Local bullfoot, $7 a pound. And we also have light and liver, $7 a pound. 766-3310. One snow cone machine, $2,000, negotiable. 667-78 or 7363. Then one freezer, 668-1606. And then we have foam ply, $80 to $100 EC, 660-8109. 155-inch smart Samsung TV, $900, 661-5442. We are out of here. Say Boya quickly, Wango. Any last words?
I just want to say,
that's me. Quick, eh? Yeah. Yes, I'm
out.
Boyak.
Don't forget, there's always something to do, unless you don't want to do it. Be good.
Keep stepping in the positive, come what may.
All right, now. And so we are. This is it for Radio Market. Thank you guys so much. Oh, by the way, I'm on vacation, so I will be back maybe 2 Saturdays out, right? So I don't know if y'all will continue or what, but for now, I'm on vacation from Monday, right? Hoping to enjoy myself and to get some rest and everything. Okay?
You do that,
So I just want to say thanks to the online listeners and the viewers who take part in Radio Market. We can't do it without you. You know, the last comments, right, from them, White Boyak, everything finished?
Basically.
Okay. So wonderful. All right.
Question you had.